If you put Vossens on your car, just because they Vossens, and it don't look right on your car, your stance is off, your fitment is off, you lamer than a dude riding around with ESR wheels with good stance and good fit. What's going on, folks? It's Spade.
It's Cam.
And you are watching Two Brothers Automotive. Ordinarily, we would be here to talk news. And this video is kind of impromptu. Cam and I, we were working on a video. We started talking about a very controversial topic in the car community. And I was like, set the cameras up. Let's talk about it. It is time for TBA to talk about rep wheels, whether or not they are okay. There's a lot of commentary around it. And I feel like what I got is possibly a hot take. Okay. So do you want me to just jump out there with my take?
Jump out there. I'm well versed enough in this topic to, we ain't even got no real notes about this for real.
I don't have notes at all.
Yeah, we just finna talk.
The rep wheel thing is overblown. It's overplayed. Here's what I think matters. First of all, a car is supposed to be an extension of yourself, your creative expression of self expanded to your car that you drive. I think if your car looks good, that's what I care about first. First of all, if your car looks good to you, that's one. Then when it gets to others, if they also like the car that you like, then that's a plus. If I like my car and no one else likes my car, I don't give a shit. If I honestly like my car, that's one. But if I like my car and others like my car, that's a bonus. What I care about when I look at other people's cars, when it comes to wheels, I care about your stance and your fitment. I feel like a lot of people have wheels that, in my opinion, just my opinion, they're like too in, right? And I'm not talking stock wheels. I mean, if they stock, fine. But if you buy an aftermarket wheel and your wheel is too in, or I can put 3 fingers in between your wheel and your fender, to me, I don't care if you got a name brand wheel if your fitment and your stance is off. I think none of that matters. If you got a good looking car and your stance and your fitment is good, I really don't care what brand the wheel is. If you are...
I'm gonna stop you real quick. Non-car people watching this, stance is basically how high or low the car is, essentially. Fitment is how in or out the wheels are, in layman's terms.
Thank you, Kim. Because I gotta, like, we want this channel to be consumable for all, all levels of car fans. And you might be like, I tune in for the news. I don't know what stance and fitment is. So thank you for stopping me there. But, fitment back in the days, like I'm an older guy. So I remember when Geo Trackers was all the wave and people used to put spoke wheels on Geo Trackers and the fitment used to be bunkers. They used to put them shits way out here. Like, I mean, it used to look like a roller skate. Like, it was crazy. And we liked it back then.
I think, but the Houston slabs are kind of like the only real car community that still kind of do that for real.
I think they still poke. Yeah, they like to poke out.
I say slabs still poke, but I don't really see that nowhere else for real.
So when we get into like rep wheels, I'm not really sure that I understand why people feel the way they feel. Again, I think it's an extension of who you are.
And you're saying like people who feel strongly against rep wheels, right?
Yeah, because the takes that I've been seeing is like, I would never put rep wheels on my car, or I saw a dude, this was last year at SEMA. Do you remember the guy who he might have had like a Miata, he tried to say he had like a Lamborghini motor or something?
Yeah, vaguely,
and it ended up being like a LS motor with like a Lambo manifold on the top or whatever. But I remember somebody saying, and he got rep wheels on it. It's like, whether it was a real Lamborghini engine or not.
I was about to say, like, that was the most preposterous thing he said.
It was a very unique build. Yeah. Now, if he went out there and lied and said it was one thing that it wasn't, then that's on him. Like, that's corny. Why lie? But let's not front like the work that went in that car wasn't impressive. It wasn't an impressive car. I don't give a shit what wheels he got on it. I don't care what wheels he got on it.
As long as they look good.
If you are one of those dudes that you finna go out here and you finna put Vossens, I like Vossens. If you put Vossens on your car, just because they Vossens, and it don't look right on your car, your stance is off, your fitment is off, you lamer than a dude riding around with ESR wheels with good stance and good fit.
You see it. I know a couple episodes we talked about 2 Chainz in his Cybertruck. He put Ford Giottos on. I hate Ford Giottos. I've never seen. I'm not gonna say there aren't good looking Ford Giottos, but in every use case I've seen somebody use Ford Giottos, it never looks good to me.
Now I love Forges.
They just, to me, but I feel you probably like the tasteful models. People that go and they go buy the most obnoxious and obscene versions of Forgiatos
That's what they do.
and slap them on a 4-door sedan and be like, I got Forges. It. And it's like, this looks hideous. This looks stupid.
Ridiculous, bro. So, and I want to go back to this last thing. I kind of want to talk my shit for a minute. When I say it's an extension of who you are, you standing here telling me how lame rep wheels are while having on an outfit from Shein. You cutting corners on your clothes.
Yep.
So I mean, it's an extension of you. You ain't rocking. You know what I'm saying? You ain't out here in the finest threads.
And one thing you was kind of getting something I was going to touch on. Like in any other facet, replicas kind of like it's okay. Like you mentioned in clothes, like people, y'all, when Shein got hit with them tariffs, folks was sick.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't in the Shein. That fast fashion stuff got a whole bunch of other problems. But people were sick by that. But even you look at Steve Madden, he had recent interview where people applaud him, and rightfully so. Like Steve Madden, he come out and say like, yeah, like I take inspiration because I think there's a difference between like, I don't know why people hear replica and they hear fake. But those technically two different things. Replica is something that takes inspiration from something else that already exists. There's replicas and everything. We got replica watches. My watch, I got a Tissot PRX Powermatic 8. About an $800, $900 watch. It is a replica of the AP. Who finna say my Tissot ain't a good watch?
Right.
You got $800, $900 watch? $900 watch? Even if you do, I love my watch. Who are you to say it ain't a good watch? It's a replica of a $40,000 watch. Like, it just is what it is. People buying rep shoes, we have our opinions on that. Me personally, I'm not doing it, but I'm not knocking anybody who does it, but it's just not for me. But yeah, I don't get. And then even now, like a lot of these rep brands, sometimes they make better looking wheels than the people they knocking off of. Like a lot of these rep brands, they done ventured into not only doing replicas of popular models, but they have like their own kind of bespoke designs, and they look pretty good. What's the brand? Was it ESR, ESV, something like that? Yeah, like I think they probably the biggest rep brand, and it's a reason for that. They got some good looking stuff. To your point,
they have their own unique. Yeah. So, and that's another area where I'm not very clear on. Do I have to be a historian to know which wheel brand made this design first?
Yeah.
I see a wheel that I like. I see the same wheel in Vossen. I see the same wheel in Rohana. I see the same wheel in Verde. I don't know who made it first. So
just the name.
I don't care, really. I really don't care.
I care about does it look good and the integrity of it. Is it if you saying it's forged, is it really forged?
Now that is valid.
Is it gonna hold up? Because like I said, replica does not equal cheap. And cheap does not equal replica. Like a lot of these luxury, take Van Cleef. For whatever reason, because y'all don't like to read, people were shocked to find out that Van Cleef was gold-plated jewelry. Yes, you all are paying thousands for gold-plated jewelry when you can go get the same design, the same cut. You can go to a local jeweler and get them made in solid gold for like $400-$500. Mm-hmm. But guess what? That's what marketing is. You paying for a name. So it's like, yeah, you see the same wheel on Rohana that's on a HRE. Porsche guy, they love the HRE.
Love HREs.
But they'll, or ESR. It's the same thing. You just paying for the name for the most part. And a lot of times, especially with wheels, I can't remember buddy on be on TikTok.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Hey, he go down a rabbit hole and to the point where he go find the Chinese factory that all these wheels came from. And 9 times out of 10, they coming from the same spot. They just getting hit with a different stamp when they come down that assembly line.
And I don't even know, like I can't verify. I saw that content too, and I kept seeing people say, that's actually not true. They're actually not made in that factory. I don't know if they are or not. All I know is, to Cam's point, if your concern is the integrity of the wheel, that's valid. If you are racing your car, or you drifting your car, or whatever you're doing, or maybe you finna throw some wheels on your big extended Escalade.
If the name brand give you that peace of mind,
sure.
Yeah.
Sure, but let's be clear here. All wheel brands can bend, can break, even the most expensive wheel. And it's just, to me, man, like, I think we should talk on it because I find it lame. Like, to me, if I go to a Cars and Coffee, I see a wheel, I see a car and the car looks good, the stance is right, the fitment is right, and it's a popular brand wheel, it's just the icing on the top. I just be like, oh, wow, like, not only do that car look amazing, but he paid top dollar for those wheels. Cool.
Yeah, even like, because like when I see HREs, it ain't never, I see the HRE and be like, oh, he got HREs, he good. It's just like, my brain like subconsciously think like, oh, these wheels look good with this car, and I go be like, oh, these are some good HREs. It's like, oh yeah, like okay, he spent some coin here.
Yeah.
Like good fitment and a good HREs. It's not just because the HREs, and I'm like, oh yeah, the HREs is a great build. Like, cause you can put some like I wouldn't put, I can't think of it, but I would put HREs on an Escalade. It's just like why?
Yeah.
It just would look crazy. And you know, HRE might have a model that might look good on Escalades, but all the ones I'm thinking of that come to my brain when I think HRE, I like why I wouldn't put that on that big of a tire. So, but it's just, yeah, man, stop. First of all, stop pocket watching, folks.
They can't, bro. They can't.
9 times out of 10, most of y'all that's pocket watching are doing worse than the people you are pocket watching. I know we've seen it at car shows where people they'll rub. First of all, putting your hand on somebody's car is crazy, but we watch somebody rub on somebody's car and say, that's a wrap when referring to if it was real carbon fiber or not. And it's just like, oh, you wheel words that's going up with a magnifying glass and expecting like, oh, them ESRs, like, nah, I don't care about this build. And it's like, fam, the man stands, he got his stance. Some people, they might have some camber on there, and camber is like the wheel bend at an angle. You know, that's real extreme, but they put in a lot of work and a lot of effort of making the car fit how they want to fit a certain theme. You know, if it's a JDM, they trying to fit that whole little thing. And it'd be fine. And the only knock that y'all find with it is that they got rep wheels. And that's just lame when in damn near every other facet of life, we applaud reps. Cause it's like, again, everybody acknowledges the Margiela, I can't think of the model of the shoe, but the one that Steve Madden made a replica of, everybody acknowledged they like the model of the shoe. Everybody can't afford $470 sneakers. Steve Madden said, mine $99.
Yep.
We applaud it. Like, cool, and we should. Like, there should be affordable options for everybody. If somebody wants to make it. Of course, the Steve Maddens ain't the Margellas, but who cares? If you don't care, who gives a shit? If you don't care, who gives a shit? And if they ain't on you, who gives a shit? That ain't on you. If you want to go buy Margellas, go do it. But don't be doing all that on folks who want to go buy Steve Madden. It's the same thing in the wheel community. You got HRE money and you want to buy HREs, go crazy. If you got HRE money and you want to buy ESRs, go crazy. But stop this shunning of like, this build trash because it's rep wheel.
Now, I don't think we should have to say this, but I'm gonna say it. Now, we talking about the way we consume cars. We go to meets where people bring their cars up, and even though we say it, the car community don't. They say respect everybody.
Respect all bills.
Where they at in they journey.
Car
you know what I'm saying?
Does not respect all bills.
They do not. They do not. But I mean, if you are entering competitive car shows and you have a rep wheel, then I guess it's okay to take a knock off of the grading of that car, because at this point, it's a completely different, you know what I'm saying? This is a completely different ball game. So I'm not talking like show cars where you compete in for trophies or cash prizes or whatever the prizes might be. That's not what I'm talking about.
And even still, I think
going to a car meet.
I think it's some nuance in that. Cause like I said, say you were judge at a car show.
Sure.
Guy pulls up, we'll say it's JDM car show for either sake. It's two, what are we gonna say? We'll say it's two 350Zs.
Okay.
Same car. One guy got
BBSs.
Yeah, he got some BBSs on there, but like don't fit the car theme at all. But they BBS.
Sure.
Shit probably costs more than the car itself. Another guy has not even ESRs. We're gonna say some unknown rep wheel that you ain't never heard of before.
Sure.
But fitment is immaculate. The rim style is immaculate. It's perfect. You picking the BBS just off the strength of the name?
No, I'm not.
I guess you're saying you would understand why they would.
I guess what I'm saying is, and I might be taking a big leap here, I hope if somebody's at the car show level, where they are entering that car to a car show, I would hope their stance and fitment is correct. If you're at that level.
so you assuming that the only difference,
both of the cars got
the brand is the only
good
difference.
fitment.
Okay.
And then it's like one of them got rep wheels and one of them got BBSs. Then it's gonna be like, I'm gonna take a point off because he got rep wheels.
That's valid. Okay.
But if we had a car meet,
yeah,
like dudes just got off work and drove down here. They just got off work, and you like, oh, he got a rep wheel. It's like, bro, it's really not that serious. And the last thing I'll say, and then Cam, if you got anything else, you can put your take in. But also, I refuse to be a prisoner of a brand. I'm just that type of person. You might see me one day, I might have on some Ralph. You might see me the next day, I might have on a $10 white crispy tee. and it ain't because I can't get Ralph every day. Yeah. I can. I'm not gonna be a prisoner to a brand.
Yeah.
And like that is my fashion sense. I'm all over the place. You'll see me in some stuff and be like, oh, Spade trying to show out today. And the next day I might look like a bum because I choose to.
Yeah.
And I kind of do the same thing like with my car. On one end, I'll be like, I really want this really nice thing. On the next thing, I might be like, I don't
Give me the cheap
care.
alternative, yeah.
I don't care to have a $1,000 head unit in my car because I'm at the age where I don't care about loud music. It's just gonna give me a headache anyway.
Yeah.
I don't want 15s in my trunk. I'm off that. So all I want is a nice head unit with Apple CarPlay. If I can find one for $300, give me the $300 one.
Yeah.
I don't care.
And you don't care about it being, like, even in my car, like, well, they haven't made it in 991 models, but, like, in the older Porsche models, you know, they retrofitted, like, the Porsche Plus infotainment system that's branded Porsche, and they be, like, $600, $700, or I could just hop on Amazon and get the same thing with no branding on there or a different name for, like, $250, and it's like, fam.
You got a rep radio.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You got fake CarPlay. It's
What's
like,
that?
come on, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, man. Y'all got to grow up.
Yeah, so, again, man, hey, man, if you want to buy rep wheels, buy them. Just all I care about is it tasteful, and even still, take that with a grain of salt a little bit because again, it's your car. Who the hell am I? Who the hell am I?
Y'all really care? Like, come on, man.
Yeah, like
it's like we in high school again.
And I ain't gonna lie, if you gonna hate on rep, it's just some things. Keep in your group chat, bro. If y'all want to hate unethically, you do that amongst yourselves.
They ain't going.
If you want to hate ethically, you can do that loud. But hating unethically out loud, it ain't cool, bro. You gotta hate that. People, that's what's wrong with y'all. Y'all don't hate ethically, and if you don't know what that means, you probably an unethical hater yourself.
Yeah, Google it.
So don't worry about it.
We might have to do a part 2 of this because we got a homie who is emphatically on the other side of this debate.
We do.
We do.
I know who it is.
And
without you even saying the name, I know who it is.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. I would love to get him on so he can share his opinion. He and I have talked, and he's got a bunch of varying opinions, even to the type of car. Like he's saying, like, Spade, you drive a Porsche. You can't put reps on a Porsche. You just can't. And I'm like, I can put whatever the hell I want to put on my Porsche. If I want to put some Daytons on that, if I want to put gold Daytons on my shit, I can. Would that look good? I don't think so. But I can put whatever I want to put on my shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I refuse to be bullied by anybody else about my car. I refuse.
Yeah, hey man, get in the comments. Let us know how you feel about and this, like I said, if you watching this video and you're not super into cars, this topic extends beyond just wheels. Like I said, reps versus do I want to say real? I'm gonna say first. Reps versus the first thing. Because again, reps are real. It ain't like they fake. They ain't trying to say they not something else. Like it is a replica of something that exists. So how do you feel about the reps versus the first thing? Do you care? If you care, why? Like, because again, we want to hear you out. We ain't finna just beat you up if you do care.
Yeah, no.
But better have some
might could change my opinion.
Yeah, better have some valid reasons behind it. But yeah, man, sound off in the comments. Again, hey, follow us on TikTok, follow us on Instagrams, wherever you're watching this. Hey, like, subscribe, do that whole thing. Till next time, y'all. Peace.